Welcome into the In the Money podcast for KeenelandSelect.com. I'm Tom Leach, along with Jim Goodman, Keeneland's Director of Mutuals and Simulcasting. And this is that week before the big day at Belmont Stake, headlined by the Belmont Stakes, or Belmont Park next weekend. So that'll obviously be our focus next weekend. Today, we're taking a look at Churchill Downs late pick 4 on Saturday. And the headliner there is the Grade 3 Aristides, Jim. It's the 10th race. 6 furlongs for 3-year-olds and up, and this is usually a pretty good race. There have been some big prices over the years in here. Did you land on anybody you really liked?
I don't think it'll be a big price this time. I came down to 2 horses, and I think Limousine Liberal drew inside Union Jackson, and I think is quicker. And I think if he's quicker and Lannery can get him to the lead. In the Churchill Downs on Derby Day, he got to the lead at a 44-3, and then kind of gave it up down the stretch and got beat by some really nice horses. Catalina Red and Calculator beat him. But this race, it seems to me that if he's quicker than Union Jackson, I think they stand out here. And I'm betting that he is going to be quicker. Osvid is the come from behind horse, and if those two hook up, I think it benefits him. He's been a part of the exact and try as a confirmed closer. 28 times the distance. He's been 10 wins and 9 seconds. So 19 out of 28 has been the exacta. So I'm going to take Limousine Liberal here. I just think shortening up from 7 furlongs and that 44-3 just sticks out to me in the Churchill Downs. And I think he was 4 wide coming down the stretch. I think he comes back with a big effort here, and he beats Union Jackson to the punch. And Osvid runs down Union Jackson for second. So I'm going to do a cold exacta Limousine Liberal over Osvid. I'm going to single Limousine Liberal in the pick 4.
Yeah, I like Limousine Liberal as well. I think it's a softer spot. Third start off a layoff, really working well. And it's possible you might have bounced a little bit off that 2016 debut at Keeneland when he set a track record and looked great. And in the Churchill Downs, pace maybe a little hot, competition a little hot perhaps. I think this is a good spot to get him back on track and then maybe take another shot at a big one. Union Jackson I like as well, and Barbados I thought on his best day can run a number here that could be in the hunt. So I'm going to take Limousine Liberal, strong win pick, and then I'll use him in exactas with Union Jackson and Barbados in the race. And for the pick 4, I'm going to use him and Union Jackson. It starts in the 8th race, and that I ended up going deep there, actually in the first 2 legs. Enduring Honor, I think, looks pretty strong in that 8th race. But Flash Trading intrigues me a little bit. You got a lot of horses coming off maiden wins. This horse has got a little more experience. So I think that one's a little dangerous. You might get a little bit of a price there. Curlin's Pride, Honorable Duty, Tale of Verve are the other ones I like. So 3, 1, 4, 2, 6. In the 9th race, it's the Mighty Bow on the turf at 5 furlongs. I thought Tiger Tank was a little intriguing. Tail of the Cat, sometimes like these turf sprints. And you got Lannery sitting out there outside the speed, but Ray's Warrior I liked a little bit. Wilbo, Shadow Rock, Leighton Revenge. So going to use all 5 of those. Then Limousine Liberal and Union Jackson. And then in the last race, the 11th, Langdon and Full Scope. Probably be the top 2 choices, I would guess. I'm going to use those 2, 1 and 6. How about you?
The first leg, as we're taping this, Honorable Duty did scratch out on Thursday. He was entered in on Thursday. I didn't know which one he'd take, but he's going here, so I'm going to take Honorable Duty as my top choice in the 8th race. But I'm going to go deep with 4 horses here, the 1, 2, 3, 4, using the ones that you mentioned, Enduring Honor for Charlie Lepresti, who really ran well at Keeneland in a tougher race last time out. Honorable Duty with 2, Flash Trading with 3, and Curlin's Pride has been off since September, but the number he ran in his maiden special weight win is very impressive, and here on this track has some issues. Obviously, hasn't run since September 27th. So I'm going to think he needs one, but I'm not thinking enough to leave him out. So I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. Thought about doing a haul in the 5 furlong turf race, the 9th race. I did cut it back to 5 horses. I could be talked into going deeper than that. I used Billy Two Hats the 3, Wilbo the 4, Leighton Revenge the 5. And then the 2 outside horses, Shadow Rock and Hoagie are my top 2 choices. But Shadow Rock is 0 for 4 at Churchill, even though 7 for 25 at distance, but has not won at Churchill. Hoagie is the most consistent with a win at Churchill and 5 for 9 at distance. So if you had to go cheaper here, I would key on those two, Hoagie and Shadow Rock, but I'm going to go 5 deep. I'm going to single Limousine Liberal in the 10th race. And then this, it depends on how many you can afford. This Maiden Claimer is kind of a crapshoot in the last one. But I went with 3, 4, 6 here using Christopher K or Rusty Arnold. Between Satin Cheese for Mike Makers, I have a feeling he's really turned the corner here. He's been hot the last few weeks. First time starter for 20,000. Don't much care for that. But the 6 Full Scope for Tom Amos is probably my top pick for Lannery. So 3, 4, 6 there. Singling Limousine Liberal is the key to my pick 4.
So that's how we see the pick 4 at Churchill and the Grade 3 Aristides as well. Some good racing around the country on Saturday. You've got Grade 3 Pennine Ridge at Belmont. You've got the Grade 1 Shoemaker and the Grade 1 Vanity Mile out at Santa Anita. The Grade 3 Penn Mile at Penn National on Saturday evening. So some good opportunities around the country. So make sure that you keep your Keeneland Select account fully funded. And then next week, a big week with the Belmont Stakes, and we'll have podcasts, and Katie Gensler and I will do our video picks for that. So watch for all of it coming up here on the In the Money podcast at KeenelandSelect.com.